Hello world, and thank you for having me. I am off yet again to Doordash, as I do. I didn't have anybody. I'm supposed to work at the salon today and then Doordash, but I didn't have anybody today, so I'm off to Doordash, as I said. And last night was fantastic. I'm not delusional enough to think that today is going to be anywhere as good as last night. I mean, last night was Saturday night, so of course, you know, I was going to be jumping, and it was fantastic. But, you know, good with the bad. Today will be fine, I'm sure. You're probably thinking, like, well, what's the big deal? I mean, if you get like bad orders, which happens too frequently, you just decline them, and it's not like you get penalized, but you do. You do. If you can decline as many as you want, but if you have a certain acceptance rate, which means as many as you take on, you have to stay above a certain percent to be a top dasher. Now, you'll talk to some dashers who are like, top dasher thing is stupid, don't, you know, worry about that, that's dumb, just get all the orders you can that you think are worth it. That's fine, but I find, because I have been low, you're supposed to say above 70% to be a top dasher, but I've gotten as low as like 20 to 30% because I was listening to those people who said it doesn't matter. Well, the problem with that is you do lose some privileges, so to speak. Like, you can't dash whenever you want. Like, as a top dasher, I can literally, you know, wake up, immediately go dash. I can DoorDash at like 2 p.m., you know, when it's not busy. But when you are not a top dasher, you have to schedule your shifts, or you can just wait for the city to illuminate busy, and then you can just dash for forever, for however long that they let you. Like, they'll be like, oh, you can do it for another hour and a half or 2 hours. But as a top dasher, you can dash for hours on end until you want to stop, which is a privilege that I've really grown accustomed to. I don't want to have to schedule my dashes. I don't, you know, want to have to wait for the city to get busy for me to sign on. You don't get access to the better paying orders. And then some people who are not top dashers will be like, well, it doesn't matter because I just got like a $50 order the other day, so, and I'm at 2% acceptance rate. And you're thinking, well, I guess you could just sign on for orders, every order, and then you could just unassign after you get them because it's ridiculous. And you would protect your acceptance rate. Well, okay, you would think so, but now they've worked out a way to where you have to maintain a certain completion rate. So you have all these things to like worry about and be mindful of to maintain your privileges as a top dasher. Basically, they're just trying to filter out all the people who are cherry pickers, who are just, you know, wanting the best orders, which is interesting because, I mean, we're not doing this for our health. We're doing this to make as much money as possible. I was actually making, for a couple months ago, for a few months, about 3 months in a row, I was making such good money because I discovered this like loophole on the app. It's like a way to cheat, basically. I know it's wrong, and I don't like doing wrong things. I found this like loophole to cheat, so I could like take on all these orders to protect my acceptance rate, and then I found a way to like unassign the orders and then just take the next one, penalty free, which was amazing. So I was making good money. My acceptance rate was like 99%, but eventually they took the feature away on the app. Now, at first I was like, oh man, I knew I shouldn't abuse my privilege. I did it too much. I did it too frequently, so I ruined everything. I ruined it. But then I was like, you know what? I have to play mind games with myself. But then I was like, well, look at it like this. Maybe they were going to take the feature away anyway, and it's a good thing I used it as much as I did before they took it away. That's how I choose to look at it. I'm sure it's not the way it is, but still, to protect my own peace of mind, that's how I'm choosing to look at it. So, nostalgic song of the day is Ann Wilson, and I forgot the name of, I think it's the guy from the band Loverboy. Anyway, it's an old 80s song on the Footloose soundtrack. Amazing ballad. Almost Paradise. So good. I had youngins out there, go listen to it. Really good song. If you like a nice romantic ballad, that's one of them. It's a good one. Anyway, so the girl that I just dropped off for, she had the same name. I don't know if it was spelled the same. It might not even be her. But she was this, I went to beauty school with this girl with the same name, and we did not get along. She was such a bitch. She might be great now. I don't know her now. So, you know, it's all water under the bridge. But still, at the time, we did not get along. One time she was like, I did not pay to hear your... She was like, we didn't come here to hear you. Because I guess I had a lot of questions in class, as I always do. We don't want to hear you or something like that. I want to hear more than just you talking or something like that. And I was like, I paid my money just like everybody else up in here, so I'm going to get all I can out of this education. Thank you. And we had more problems too, but that was just, she was just, whatever. You know, some people you just gel with and some people you do not. And we did not. Although, like I said, maybe now she's great. Who knows? I wish her nothing but the best. Whoever it was, they had some firefighter license plate. So that's what it said on their license plate. So, hey, if she backed herself a hot fireman, good for her. It does seem like most firemen are hot. It seems like is that like a requirement? The last place I picked up from was McDonald's, and I hate picking up from McDonald's because they always take forever. There's like a designated time it's supposed to be ready by that it claims on the app. Never ready by that time. It takes forever all the time. The one good thing I will say about McDonald's is that I love how when you go to pick it up, it's always packaged very nicely. The drink is included. Everything is in the bag, all sealed up. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to go fetch a drink. Everything is, when they hand it to you, it is all said and done and ready to go. So I will give them that. Thank you for that, McDonald's. Another place I hate as a Dasher. Panera. Consistently take ridiculous amounts of time. Oh my God, they take forever. You know what gets me is that they don't even cook the food. This is all like factory made food. Because I asked somebody who worked there, I was like, what do you guys make in-house here? I assume like the bread, the pastries, the desserts. She was like, the sandwiches. And I said, oh, good to know. But I'm like, well, so what the hell takes so long? If you just put it in the microwave, heat it up, throw it in the bowl, and put it in the bag. Oh, it's a church. Okay. Well, preacher's gotta eat too.
Take the next right, then turn right.
What a nice preacher that guy was. Oh. It says, all are welcome, no exceptions. What a nice church. Oh, you know who else is really bad? Pizza Hut. Last time I went, this guy was so douchey about it. I don't think he was trying to be, but he succeeded. He was like, because I go and I was like, hi, I'm picking up from so-and-so. And he said, when did you get the order? And I said, and I was trying to think, what time was it? I don't know. And he was like, I'm so stupid. I'm slow sometimes. And he was like, well, when you guys receive the order is when we receive the order. So it's going to be another 20 minutes. And I was like, oh, roger that. So I unassigned that one. And then I called Doordash and I was like, why do you guys send us to these places where when we get the order, they get the order, so then you tell us it's supposed to be ready by a certain time and it's not, and then we have to sit there and wait and we're not making money, we're just waiting on this one order. Why do you do that? Well, I just want to know why. I guess I'm like a Karen at this point. I'm always griping about something. He was like, well, let me just call the store. I guess, I don't know what he thought he was going to do. He comes back on the line, he's like, okay, you've been unassigned. You'll get paid half, and then you can continue on about your dash. And I was thinking, aha, exactly. So you still didn't answer my question, but you wanted to call the store to make sure I wasn't lying? Yeah, not lying, sir. Sometimes DoorDash, another little story. Sometimes DoorDash screws you in a way, because I delivered one time to this guy. The delivery instructions are as follows: hand to customer, contactless delivery. Now, hello. How is that? How can I do that? So, you're always torn. Like, what does that mean? So I get to his door. I ring the bell or whatever. He's not answering. That happens a lot too. They're like, hand it to me, but let me take forever to get to the door. That's obnoxious, but whatever. So then I hear this dog barking profusely. Obviously, some intruder comes. He's trying to protect his family. Fine, I get it. So I go sit in my car because I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna. It was raining and humid, so I just whatever. I was gonna sit in my car and wait for him to come, and then I would run back up there and give him his food. Plus, I have to wait 5 minutes. Once you have to deliver it to somebody and it says hand it to me, you can select something on the app that says unable to hand to customer or can't get in touch with the customer. So then you have to call them, and then a 5-minute timer starts, and you have to wait 5 whole minutes for them to decide or remember that they ordered something and decide to answer the door and finally get their food. In which case, at that point, if they still don't in 5 minutes, you can just take a picture and then leave it, but you still have to wait 5 minutes. But then it's like time's money. Like I'm trying to make money. I gotta hurry up. I sat there and I was like, well, let me go wait in the car for the 5 minutes to go. And then he finally comes out there, and then his dog was out there, and as I'm walking up, I saw the dog, and I was like, So I got back, and I was about to walk back to my car, and then he was like, go get in the house, whatever. So the dog goes in, and he's like, give me my food or whatever, and I go to hand it to him, and he's like, it's supposed to be contactless. And I was like, It says hand it to customer, sir. Yes, it does say contactless, but it also says hand to customer. Like, I get it. I get his frustration. I still just don't know what he thought I was supposed to do. Like, I don't know. Hand it to him on a long pole from a mile away? Like, oh, here's your food? I don't know. Whatever. My point is, he gave me like a thumbs down rating, said I didn't follow directions. So my rating was like, didn't follow directions or something like that. I'm like, I kind of did, though. Whatever. So then I called Doordash because I have to complain. I don't want to be the only one suffering. And I was like, why do you guys set us up for failure? Like, how could you do this? This guy is probably going to give me a bad rating. I didn't know he rated me that until like later. But I was like, he's told me it's contactless, but I was supposed to hand it to him. Why do you do that? Why is that even a feature? Why is that an option? Like, what? Of course, they always give some BS. Instead of just saying, I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. I'll look into it. They just give you some BS excuse or reason as to why it's like that. And they just do a bunch of word salad, hoping that you'll get tired and just want to hang up. It works, though, because I'm like, okay, screw it. I don't care. I did my part. I said something. Now I just want to go live my life. This is not a bad gig. Don't get me wrong. Nothing is without its headache. This new order that I just agreed to, which I have to go, I'm sitting here talking, I have to go pick it up. It's from KFC, another place that takes forever. That's probably why I'm not in such a rush to go get it. I don't really eat KFC, but I tell you what, they have one good thing they have there that I love and never get tired of, even though it's loaded with sodium, oh my God, is the chicken pot pie. Now, let me tell you something. If you just want a good hot meal on a rainy day, go get, or DoorDash, whatever, yourself some KFC chicken pot pie. Chronic. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10, I recommend. You go try it and you come back and tell me how amazing it is. And tell me if you hate it too, because I'll be shocked.
Quarters of a mile.
I just turned onto Butterfly Drive. How appropriate. I love butterflies. Yeah, they're pretty and they represent metamorphosis and all, but really I am Mariah Carey's biggest fan. I love her. So it's kind of a Mariah thing. Now I'm picking up Chinese. What is your go-to when you go to Chinese joints? Do you like, what do you get? What is your go-to? Or do you try something new every time you go? Or do you always have the same few things that you alternate between? I see on menus sometimes Singapore noodles. That looks really, really good. I've never had anything Szechuan. I've never had anything, no Kung Pao, anything. I've never had General Tso's, anything. But I would be open to it. I do like spicy. I like a little kick. Love spring rolls. Gotta get spring rolls. Crab rangoon is good too, but I don't like when it's really the middle that's the good part. I don't like when the edges are just bread and it's all crunchy. I just throw that away. They had a dish in there called Young Chow fried rice. And I was like, what's that? That looks good. And then she said it's peas, carrots, white rice, pork, chicken, I think she said shrimp too. Maybe beef, I don't know. That looked amazing. I'll definitely be trying that sometime. After this, I'll just need another $5 and my goal will be met for the day. The question is, do I want to just keep going and do more and be greedy, or should I just go home and work on that pecan pie recipe video? And I think I'll take that route. So after this, I'll just need $5 more.